Hey guys,
Welcome back to another episode of
Wine
Wine
and Spirits.
Woo! This is actually part 4 of the paranormal
that's
history
right.
because we had 1 and 2 with childhood home and college, and then last episode was our first part of our current home, and now this is our 4th part, but it's actually kind of part 2. It's confusing, but that's okay. Just drink some wine, and then you'll follow along.
You'll catch up eventually.
Well, we're going to start off, we're going to sample some wines, then we're going to talk about some cheeses, and then we're going to dive into the paranormal. What do we have first?
So today we have an apple pie wine. Apple wine with natural flavors.
Ooh. I was just talking about how I'm like, oh gosh, I don't have any more white wines left. I have mainly red, so.
So tart apple, soft vanilla, hints of cinnamon and brown sugar, and notes of a la mode, comfort and warmth included. No forks required, perfect for sharing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Let's
We'll
get
see.
it.
Cheers.
Or birch.
Shut up.
Ooh, that tastes like
It
if you
tastes
warm
like
it up.
apple pie.
Yeah, like a
Surprise.
hot apple cider. That's
This
good.
is such a good fall drink.
Oh yeah, and oh yeah, what was that?
Oh,
yeah. Oh no, I just started. This is
Don't
really
let her
good.
fool you.
That is really good. It kind of reminds me of when people make that apple pie moonshine. A little bit, how it like just kind of
Oh
tastes
my
like
god,
this.
I could imagine putting this in a crock pot, getting it warm, adding maybe some vodka or Fireball to it.
Yeah.
Spice it up a little.
Oh, that'd be really good.
This is delicious.
Ooh, ideas.
Ideas. I don't know. I like it though. It's
This is
very
really good.
It tastes like an apple pie in a glass.
And it's not too sweet. That's what I like about it, is I could drink more than one glass, because normally I don't like anything sweet.
This is
But
going to
this is
help my
good.
hangover. I'm feeling better.
Alrighty, yeah. The power of
Waking
the
up.
wine.
But yes, apple pie. Trader Joe's.
And I was just there.
$7.99, $9.99. I
Is
don't
it?
really remember, but it's good. I'm gonna get more.
Yeah, that's really good. And now we have to drink this. Well, we can kind of talk about cheeses first and then move on to the other one.
Which,
I keep forgetting tasting, but it's okay.
but this one's different because
I
it's
know.
white and it's light,
Yeah, it goes down easy, nice and smooth.
smooth. But
Sorry, I had to drink some more because it's just so good. So good.
so for cheeses, do you want to say what you got?
This one, I think, is the Merlot. It's like it was a Bavarian. I don't remember. I don't know. I just got it because it said Merlot on it, and I thought that sounded really good. So I haven't tried it yet. Have you tried anything like this?
I think I've bought it before, but I never have actually eaten it because I bought it for parties, but I've never tried it myself.
You never got it. You never got to it because everyone else,
Fucking gone. Eat all my cheese.
like mice. I guess I'll try it. Oop. Not graceful. And sorry.
Is this your first time?
Yeah. Usually you're the cutter.
Oh, thank you.
How does it taste?
I like it.
Oh, that's good. I was expecting it to have like a weird aftertaste, but it doesn't.
Oh, it's kind of creamy too. Mm-hmm. After it melts in your mouth,
That's good.
I would eat that again.
I would definitely get that again and see how it tastes with the wine. Oh, everything's going to taste good with this wine. This is so good.
Yep.
I had to take a picture of it because I'm
know.
going to get it.
Yeah.
Like right now.
Right this
I'm just
second.
kidding.
All right, so do you want? What should we talk?
I don't know. I mean, we did this
Oh,
one
we
already,
did that.
didn't
We didn't do this one. This isn't.
That
Oh
one?
my god, it's a goat cheese with everything
Kind of like an everything
bagel seasoning over it.
Oh, okay.
But it's
Yeah.
a goat cheese.
let me try that, and then I'll open that. Well, actually, I'll open the red while I'm waiting,
I'm gonna try this cheese.
and then I'll try it.
Are you a fan of goat cheese, or are you kind of like?
I
on
don't
the
know. I
fence?
always seem to go towards it. Not normally, but
Oh, fuck.
I don't know if this one's going to be. I'll be right back. This one needs an anchor.
Oh shit. You guys, I'm really bad at doing goat cheese.
Nope, that's just my wine bottle opener. It's not a vibrator.
Or is it? It's getting a little weird here, you guys.
Oh, it's stuck.
She broke it.
All right, I got it out finally. Sounds bad. Well, let me drink this really quick.
Cheers.
Cheers. We're going to drink this quick.
That was a terrible idea.
I know, I probably should have just grabbed different glasses.
No, we're ready.
All right, pouring this one. I'll pour it first and then I'll read it.
I really like the wax look.
I'll wait and see if you like it before I
Thank you.
dump a bunch.
I appreciate it.
I always like it, so keep going. Just kidding.
Have you had this one before?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
But it is Stokes Ghost. It's a Petite Syrah. And here's the story of Stokes Ghost. James Stokes. This is perfect because I actually started reading this before you got here, and I was like, wow, this is perfect wine. James Stokes was a British sailor who jumped ship in Monterey in 1833, passing himself off as a doctor with stolen medicine. Despite killing a significant number of patients, Stokes was appointed personal physician to Governor Jose, I think it's Vergara. Within a year, the governor was dead. Stokes' sons confronted him and he ingested poison, falling lifeless at their feet. Stokes' adobe home still stands to this day, and a man dressed in 1800s garb is often seen climbing the stairs and passing through the walls. This is Stokes' Ghost.
Interesting.
So I thought that was a cool story.
Huh.
We'll see. I like Syrah, so we'll see. We'll see how it is.
Chugging that wine.
I know. I'm like,
Cheers.
Okay, it doesn't taste bad, but the smell. I don't like the way it smells.
No, it's very like alcohol-y. Like I know it's
It smells like,
rubbing alcohol to me.
well, to me, it smells like someone ate some Cheetos, drank some wine, and then burped to my face. That's what
Is
it
that
smells
something
like.
Casper does?
I don't
Is
know.
that why you
I'm
know
just
that
I'm just
smell?
trying to give you kind of a what is that, a visual? It doesn't smell good, but it doesn't taste bad. Too bad.
I don't know. Syrahs aren't my favorite.
I don't like this Syrah. Let's see, what's the other Syrah that I had? It was Radius. Radius Syrah is probably the best one I've tasted. I had one at Sovereign Estate. Did not taste good, kind of tasted like this. So this is, for me, probably maybe a 3.5 out of 5. I mean, if
Yeah.
someone offered it to me, obviously, I would drink it, but I
Yeah.
probably won't buy this again.
Like I'm gonna drink it.
I'm going to drink it.
And
but
now that the cork is broke, we're gonna drink the whole bottle.
Yes.
So
Note to self, when it's one of those melted wine bottle stopper things, probably don't use the automatic one because it breaks. Or I just didn't do it right. I don't know. We'll never know. Yeah. But anyway, if you like the content that you're seeing, like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family.
yes.
This is how we get better. This is how we keep doing what we're doing, and we love it. And I'm always going to add that in there because I enjoy doing this. This is fun for me. And Megan.
I like it. I was like waiting.
You're like,
where's
what?
my
I
cue?
did want to mention, though, so the last couple episodes, I don't know if you saw the shirt that I was wearing. It's in support of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's a shirt I got from a winery, and it said, fight like a lady, or no, sorry, fight like a girl, drink like a lady. And I know that some of the proceeds go to breast cancer. There's also Love Your Melon, which they do 50% of their profits goes to cancer awareness. So, and then I have, you'll see the picture of shirt Save Second Base from when I worked at Lucky's. Aww. So that was my memorabilia shirt. But that's my support for breast cancer awareness and cancer awareness. I know we have a lot of family and friends who are fighting cancer right now in remission or who have lost a battle, and our hearts go out to everyone who has to go through it. I'm currently going through it right now with my family, and yeah, our hearts and prayers are with you. Yes. It's a hard thing, but just want to bring awareness to it because it is October. Not just Halloween.
Check your boobies, guys.
Yes, mammograms are important.
And hands work, too.
Right.
If you have a significant other, that always helps.
That works, too. I was going to say something about colon cancer, too, but I would say just have a doctor do that. You don't want your significant other trying to.
Oh. Good to know.
I mean, it depends. If you know what you're looking for, I mean, there's some, like, we have a doctor in the family, so if you know what you're looking for, then you can have someone check it out for you. But,
babe, come here, I'm going to check your prostate real quick.
Guys, you need to check your prostates, too. I mean, it's not just women. It's more common. It's more common than you think, so just bring that up there.
I had my colonoscopy and had precancerous polyps found.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So now I have to get one every 5 years.
You told me that.
Like
that's
an
right.
80-year-old woman.
Yeah.
It's rude.
But it's better safe than sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
The drugs they give you to put you to sleep, though, are really nice.
I haven't been put under for a while.
It's not. It was like a light sedation, and I was just like talking.
Do they keep you, like, partially awake?
No.
Or are you completely out?
I just fell asleep. They're like, you're going to feel like you've had one too many beers. I'm like, try me.
and you're like, eh.
Then talking to them, and I'm like, I feel really drunk right now. And then I just passed out.
That's a good thing. Oh, yeah.
It was the best nap ever.
I bet. No interruptions. Don't have to worry about anything. No kids. No. Just out.
Right.
Well, that took a random turn, but anyways, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Yep. So now we're going to bring it back to current home stuff. We kind of did part one, where I talked about the phantom dog sounds that we're hearing. I'm trying to remember everything. I had to write some of it down because I know I talked about a lot. Mimic voices, like me hearing Casper, him hearing me, and then also orbs tripping the motion sensor. You saw that video. And then like all my religious stuff being in the bottom of the laundry basket.
Yeah, it's so weird.
So, I mean, the frustrating thing is we talked about the video of Aibo and Zuma sitting at the end of the bed barking at something or growling at something. Yep. Could not find it for the life of me. Really? We have a succession of videos leading up to that one. We have all the other ones, but not that one.
That's weird.
The other weird thing is the other video that I was telling you about how I would zone out and stuff, and I was standing in the kitchen here, and Aibo was growling, barking at me, which he never does. So Casper actually took that with his phone. Can't find that video. And the only reason why I know detailed of what happened it was because I watched that video. So I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, why do I look like that? Why am I
so weird?
And I wanted to show you and show you guys, but we can't find the videos. So we do have some other videos of some stuff going on in the house. The audio may or may not be hard to hear. I'm not 100% sure if you're going to be able to hear it. I hope you can hear it, but it's, let's see. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Oh, it's touchscreen. That's nice.
I know.
It's all fancy.
So this first video is us in the bedroom when we used to have a camera in the bedroom.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, you freaky deeks.
Yeah, I'm like,
Jesus.
we gotta take it out. I'm like, I need one room where I have privacy. I'm like, I can't do this anymore because sometimes I forget. And like that one video
I could not live life like that.
Oh yeah, we had to take it out. So it's
I bet, how many sex tapes do you have secretly stored on your phone?
No.
6.
What?
There was a number.
What? But yeah, I had to take it out because it was too much, and mainly because I didn't want to know, because I would see so much activity on it. I'm just like, I'm gonna be paranoid all the time. So this first one, we kept hearing stuff. We heard clicking. There was orbs flying around in Gio's room. It was weird. Okay. So Casper's like, what's that sound? We heard something downstairs. It almost sounded like a crash or something. So he said, I'm going to go downstairs and check it out. And I'm like, okay. So he left. So you'll see this in the video. And then I'll let you listen to it, and then I'll talk about it again. Okay. So let me bring it up.
Let's go through a report at a certain time. Because that always goes off between like 11 and 1.
Did you hear that? Okay, so
that sounded like a little.
It's
a
very
child.
faint. It was like, it said something, and I thought it was Casper, and I go, what? And then I went out there, and he wasn't up there, and I said, did you say something? Which the video cuts off, and I said, did you say something? And he comes around the corner from the kitchen. He's like, no, I didn't say anything. So he was all the way downstairs, but this was so loud, it sounded like it was right here. And I wish I would have had that angle, but let me like just rewind it a little bit. I actually got up and like walked, and I was like, what? Oop. Come on. That's easier. So you'll hear it. It's so hard to hear on this.
I heard it. What? You're like,
I know. Look at it. It's like a scary movie. You see how freaked out I look? Because I'm just like, it was like happening so frequently that I couldn't take it anymore. I'm just like, and that's another reason why. That's another reason why I took the camera out of the bedroom, because I'm like, I don't want to know.
Right.
So this next one in here is just the loft, and this happens regularly, but this is just random orbs. You'll be able to see it. You see how it got darker, and then there's one right there,
there's
one right there.
Oh,
there's another one right there.
Oh, they're like shooting up
everywhere, and then you see how it gets brighter again. It's almost like something came. Oh,
again.
It started over. But you see how it got darker, and then you can see these orbs. Stuff like that. That is not dust, because you'd be able to see it everywhere. And then, we're just going through it. And I don't know if I can zoom in on this one. It's going to be really, let me see. Yeah. Right there.
Oh.
Our picture from San Francisco just fell off. Did you hear that clicking? You hear the walking?
Yeah.
And that again. So
and you guys are sleeping.
Yeah, we're upstairs. That falls down, and then you hear. I'll let you guys hear it one more time without me talking, because you'll hear the footsteps.
Oh, I heard it.
You heard that? That shuffle?
Yep.
I was like, what the f is that?
Yeah, that's...
So there's that. Actually, I'm going to start with this video and then go to that one, because it's the same night. Something was going on in his room. And I have other videos, but it's just, guys, it's so many videos that we'd be here all day and night. So it's really weird, because every time I tried to play the video, it says processing, but that's what happens when it comes to him. Because a lot of the activity was happening in Gio's room. So, oh, wait, let me go back to... Which one is it? Oh, I think it's this one. This one first. And this is me rocking him to sleep. And hopefully it clears up by the time it happens, but I don't know. So I put him down. And as I'm covering him up, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it.
Oh, I saw.
You see that?
Yep. And
But
then you turned.
But
You're
I
like,
felt it and I heard something. And then I'm looking, you see that other one? I'm looking and it creeped me out and I'm like, nope. So I picked my baby up and I'm like, we're going in the other room.
yeah, that's really, because
I'm-
as soon as it passed, you
Looked right
yeah.
because it was like an actual present. It wasn't just like wind or something. I felt like you know how you're like something is about to attack you and you're like in
Yeah.
fight mode. That's how I was. I felt like something came up on me. So I grabbed Gio, took him into the bedroom, and I went because I was so freaked out because of the mass of it, of feeling it and hearing something. I closed the door.
Yep.
And then I woke Casper up. He's probably like, she's crazy. I was telling him it followed me. And then, of course, because it's pixelated, you
Yeah.
can't see the orb that just shot by.
Oh,
There
I
it
saw
is.
that.
You see that?
Yep.
And then, like, I felt something over in another video, which I didn't do this one. I felt something over my right shoulder, and you'll see an orb fly up there. And you see me looking around. But that was me looking around. But that was me. I was like,
Yeah, that's
yeah, I was. And now imagine this happening every single day. Like, every single day it was something.
How are you not exhausted emotionally and mentally?
I am, and it was frustrating too because you get people to come in and investigate, and they're like, "Oh, we didn't get anything," or "No, it's nothing." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Okay, this thing is terrorizing my baby because it's waking my baby up, which is keeping me up, and then it's scaring me because it's coming up on me to the point where
Right.
I'm actually turning." And then let's see this one. Hopefully it clears up a little bit. But he's changing because he had a little accident because he's still potty training. He's changing stuff, and you just see, even with the light on, the orbs flying. So that goes to show you that it's not dust. The light's on right now,
Yeah.
and there's still, you can still see these bright bulbs. That was his little voice saying, "Thank you." You see that? So that's what I was trying to explain to some of the investigators that did come in is, you know, it's not just with the lights out. It's with the lights on. It's during the day we're hearing stuff. We're seeing stuff. So I would be sitting on the couch and I would see like balls of lights. And then, where's the other one? This one is like crazy activity too.
I already saw one.
Yeah. Again, if it was dust, you would see it right now.
Right.
You'd see it floating slowly. There would be no
Oh,
path. Have you seen
yep.
another one? So weird that it's so pixelated. It's almost like something doesn't want me to show you this.
Did you hear that? Just now?
What?
Up there? Is Gio down here?
He's down here. If you heard a thump, that's what we
did.
hear randomly.
I just heard a thump, guys.
When he's in bed, he'll be sleeping, and we'll hear, like, it sounds
Did you not hear that again?
I didn't hear it that time because of this, how loud this was. Oh, okay.
It happened once, and then I said it, and then it happened again, like
that's
loud.
That's what will happen. He'll be sleeping, and then I'll hear the...
That's what it sounded like.
Yep. And then I'll look at the camera really quick, and he'll still be sleeping.
Guys.
Right?
And it's middle of the day.
Yep. Yeah.
Shit.
But look at this. This is another one. Hopefully, me tripping over his toys as usual. Oh, clear up so you can see it.
Oh,
You
there
see
it is.
that?
Yep. And I think I've seen this video before. Oh, and
that's another one.
It's going.
Yep. And then this is the last one. So this is the one that freaked me out too. Sometimes on the Nest Hello camera, we will get something that will appear, and because it's so prominent, it will pick up as someone's at the front door. Like notification, like it will say unknown face, and it looks like an orb. Well, this is another one. I ran outside quickly, and I told him, I'm like, it sounds like something is dying. Like, at first, I was like, is it a car crash? Because people crash
Right.
all the time right there. Nothing. Nothing was out there. No animals, nothing. Just let you listen to it. It was also this loud in the house. That's why I didn't know where it came from. Doesn't that kind of sound like a dog yelping or like someone screeching brakes or something?
Yeah, it's
I thought a dog or something was being attacked.
maybe a fox. Do you know foxes sound like women screaming?
There was nothing out there.
That's
I ran out
weird.
there. I thought it was in here because that's how loud it was. It was that level, but even louder in here. And I still don't know what it is to this day. It sounds like something being killed. But I just thought that was weird. I'm like, what is that?
That is weird.
It
Yeah,
sounds like something yelping,
That's
crying.
Weird. That is weird.
So, yeah. That's it, folks, for the videos. I have so many more, but I'm like,
That's
for
so
time-wise,
crazy.
I'm like, I'll just pick some random ones. But again, like it started in Gio's room, or actually pre-Gio, it started where we had the paintings that I told you from his grandma. And then everything just kicked up from there. It was happening a lot. I felt like it was trying to like wear me down because it was happening mainly just to me at first. And he didn't believe me. And so I was getting exhausted. I wasn't sleeping. You know, we were getting into fights a lot because of it. And then until it finally started happening to him, I'm like, see, bitch, I'm not crazy.
I'm not nuts.
But yeah, so that's just some of the stuff that's going on here on a regular basis.
Is it still as prominent now as it was when he was a baby?
It is. I think when he was a baby, something felt even more threatening. And I don't know if it's just threatening to me because, you know, you're protecting your
right.
kid. But now, recently, I haven't had that feeling of being scared until probably, I want to say, the last few weeks. Stuff has been happening where it's actually giving me that fear again. Like I told you about it seemed like someone was tripping the light sensor on there, but like normally it's like, okay, whatever, I see something, but I was actually having that feeling of fear, like it was something not positive. Because, you know, I think I told you about that. Our next door neighbor would say that he would hear a woman and a man arguing, and it wasn't us. It was either we were sleeping or we weren't home.
Right.
And like a old school alarm. But it got to a point where I would hear them not arguing, but I would hear someone talking at the end of the bed.
That's so creepy.
Yeah. And it happens a lot.
And you're just now getting that freaked out feeling.
I'm getting it back, where I feel threatened.
See, and that makes me feel weird because of the stuff that's going on with us too. So I feel like is something not happy that we're talking? Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know. And like normally, Because I've talked about it with friends before. Like I told you, Sam's been over here, and we've talked about it newer time, and we actually kind of did like I said, mini investigation. So it's not like this is like new of us talking about paranormal stuff, but it's just like, I don't know why the activity is kicking up. I don't know, maybe if it has anything with the veil thinning, because it is getting close to Halloween. And I don't know if maybe that's why activity is kicking up. But I didn't bring anything new into the house.
Right.
In fact, I got rid of the last doll I had.
Did you finally?
Yes.
Which doll was that? Robert?
It was actually, no, it was Mike's doll, Jim.
Is that the puppet one?
Yeah, I was going to leave it with Jerry, but he didn't want it. He's like, I'm not taking that thing. I'm like, someone's taking it. But yeah, so I haven't brought anything new into the house that I'm aware of.
Except wine. You brought
I
a
know.
lot of that.
Yeah, that's a constant. But I don't know. I don't know. It was just, it's lately, stuff has been happening. I'll hear random clicking in his room, and it's not him. Like, just like a thump or a click.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm just kind of, I'm kind of over it. I'm just like, I wanted to go away so that I can sleep.
But that is really weird. So when she was playing the videos directly above us, I heard a thump, and then I mentioned it, but then after that, it was more of like a... But it was pretty loud, like, and nobody's upstairs.
And no one's upstairs. It's just us three. And that's how it is. Sometimes we'll be sitting down here watching a movie, and I'll hear it. Or I'll hear, Mommy. And like over the railing.
No, bitch, I don't trust you.
And then I'll look up, thinking, expecting to see Gio standing in the balcony, and nope, he's passed out sleeping. And then I'll rewind it because I want to see if he's talking in his sleep. I'll rewind it back on his video, and I'll listen, and I won't hear anything in his room. And so, yeah, that's what happened. Do you have anything? Oh, do you have something that was going on currently with you?
Yes. So the other night, around what looked to be 3 a.m., it was not actually 3, our clock, for some reason, moved to, it was 2 o'clock. It changed to 3 randomly, and our dog jumped on our bed scared, which woke Bill up, and Bill's like, it's not 3. Why does the clock say that? So Bill gets up to fix the clock, and I wake up, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. I go to the bathroom, and it's dark in the bathroom. Like, I see Bill's flashlight, or like light on his phone or whatever, and I was just sitting there minding my business, and all of a sudden I hear, ha, ha, ha. And I was like, what? And Bill's like, I didn't say anything. I'm like, you didn't just laugh? It was clear, ha, ha, ha. Like, this motherfucker was playing a trick on, like,
Was
it
taunting,
was
yeah.
super creepy. So I was super creeped out because I heard it clear, loud, and I was just like, you sure you didn't laugh? I'm like, fuck.
Oh,
So I
that's the worst.
I jump in bed. I have a hard time sleeping the rest of the night. And Bill got the clock fixed. Our clock has never done that, ever. And we've had that thing for like 12 years. We've had that thing forever. Never jumped ahead. And
That's weird.
so then the next day, still a little weirded out. And I just feel like, you know how you feel like something's watching you? Like, that's how it felt. It felt heavy. Mm-hmm. And then Leslie wakes up, and he's like, I had a hard time sleeping. And I'm like, why? And he's like, I heard scratching on my door. Like, scratching. But all the cats were downstairs. We'll have to shut them in the downstairs living room because they keep us up at night.
Yeah.
So they were closed off. Our dogs, Reggie, apparently when the scratching started, he said Reggie got up and got closer to him.
Oh.
And I was like, what time was this at? Was this around 2 o'clock in the morning? And he's like, I think so. And that is when all of that other stuff was happening to Bill and I.
Jeez. I mean, that's kind of creepy to think about two different things happening. Like, is it two separate spirits doing that, or is it the same one but just manipulating?
Isn't that weird?
The ha 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 gets me.
Ha ha. It
That's
was like a, but I don't, it sounded like a man.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it was slower. Ha ha ha. And I was just like, why is Bill laughing weird? Why is he doing that? He
Jeez.
wasn't.
I mean, it's just crazy now how you're getting so much audio now. Like,
Oh.
they're actually, like, speaking.
I can, and yeah, and not too long ago is when all of us heard, I know,
Mm-hmm.
all three of us, I don't know, shit's getting weird. I'm not really a fan.
Oh, I feel you on that. Because it's just like, the scratching thing, though, that kind of creeps
Like on the
me
door?
out. Yeah. Like, I don't know what that signifies. I know that sometimes, like I was telling you, like we hear the knock on the front door. I actually, and I don't know if it's because I've been working, but I actually haven't heard any of the knocking lately. At first, I thought it was like just a residual, like something that's just
Right.
happened in that point of time, but it would be at different times. It wasn't like at the same time every day. And it creeped me out because it'd be on the inside, not on the outside, because we have a screen door there. So you would hear the glass knock, not the actual door, and this is the actual door. But, yeah.
Well, and I meant to ask Bill about if, I couldn't remember the old owner to that house, but he was like super creepy and like walked himself into our house uninvited
What?
one day. And then, so I'm like, did he die? Is he still alive? He looked really sickly, and this was years ago. So I'm like,
I
did he
wonder
die?
if
And
he
now
did.
he's here.
Coming back to
This
live?
is my house. So I meant to look that up
Oh.
to see if he was still alive, because if he had died within the last like few weeks or months, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And they wrote names all over on the wood in the basement.
Oh, really? Of the people who used to live there?
And they had lavender hanging.
I didn't know that. What's the lavender signify?
I don't know.
You know, it's funny that you tell me that they had lavender. When we moved in here and I was like rearranging stuff, I noticed in the back of, and I don't know if this is like a way to keep mice out or what, I have no idea, but in some of the cupboards, there was like garlic, like a whole thing of garlic in the back. I don't know what that means. And you know, I probably should have investigated that a little more because, and I left it there because I'm just like, I don't want to move anything. I don't know why it was put there. And honestly, with how fast the lady moved out and paid all the closing costs
Did
and stuff
she?
like that, I wonder if something was happening to her. And I remember her name. I kind of want to look her up and ask her, hey, did any of this stuff happen to you when you were
Right.
living here?
Oh.
I don't know. But another thing I wanted to tell you is I did a couple of investigations this past weekend. They were great. The first location, and I'm not going to say the names just because I don't know if I can
Right.
yet. I'll have to ask Jerry. But the first location, I had a lot of activity. One of the things that stood out to me was this lady was using a Ovilus type app on her phone. And I don't know how much I trust that. I don't know. It just seemed kind of hokey and I was kind of smirking to myself. But one thing that stood out is what came across randomly was bunny. And I was like, that's weird. And then as I heard that, I didn't say anything to anyone because they're not going to know the significance
Right.
of this. But I thought I saw something hopping, like it almost looked like kind of wispy and willowy, like a bunny. And I was like, that's so weird because that has been like kind of my spirit animal. And I don't know if I told you about, I haven't told you about that. So that's kind of, it's kind of a personal story and very hard for me to tell because it makes me a little emotional. I had a very hard time my freshman year of college because I was away from home. I was on my own. I was running for a Division I school. I made it on varsity. The girls were awful to me because obviously I took one of their spots. The coach, not so great either. They were so hard on weight. They would weigh us. One girl, because she fell under the weight, was suspended from a race because she was underweight. But I, at that time, was maybe 110 pounds. I was super skinny. But they were like, oh, you need to lose about 10 pounds and stuff like that.
Are you serious? That's
Yep.
disgusting.
So I kind of developed a little bit of a eating disorder. I would starve
Yeah.
myself and like only eat when I started to feel like I was going to pass out. But long story short is I got very, very depressed and suicidal. So I was actually on the Third Street ramp, and I was going to jump off. And I'm sitting there crying, and I'm just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm stressed out. Couldn't really talk to my parents about it because of some of the stuff that they said, and I'll tell you that off camera, just in case. But and so I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden I hear this random male's voice that said, "Hey," and so I look back, and of course, yes, I had been drinking, and yes, I was underage.
Come at her, bro. I'm just kidding. That was really aggressive. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna throw someone under the bus no, I'm joking. I'm not throwing anyone under the bus. I had a supplier. I won't mention her name. She knows who she is. Anyway, I heard this male's voice, and I look over, and I see this bunny, like, hopping towards me. I'm like, okay, now I fucking really lost it. And so I'm laugh crying now, because I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
I'm like, I know I heard a male say, hey, so I'm still crying. I'm thinking about it. Then I hear a male's voice again, hey, are you okay? So I look over, and now there's a guy there. No bunny, there's an actual guy there. And he comes over, he's tall, skinny, and I was telling Casper, I couldn't remember his exact features of his face, but he's kind of like my nephew's skin tone, like my skin tone, but a little bit lighter, with kind of like wavy hair, short hair. And then I start telling this guy my problems and everything because I'm drunk. And I'm like, I'm upset, I'm sad, I want to do this, blah, blah. And he's like, hey, well, come walk with me. So we walk, we talk. He walks me all the way back, which is very crazy, by the way. Like, it's the middle of the night. You don't trust anyone on campus. You don't know what can happen. They could assault you, whatever. But for some reason, I didn't feel threatened. It was the weirdest thing. So I walk with this random stranger guy all the way back to my dorm, and he's talking me out of it. And I was like, okay. I said, thank you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking forward to talking. I'm like, thank you. I'm here. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to go back. And as I turned back to say thank you again, gone. Never saw that guy again. He was gone. I never saw him again. Never, my whole 4 years.
That's so weird.
I know, I'm getting chills again, too. But the whole 4 years I was there, I never saw him again. And I never thought about doing anything again. But I just thought it was weird. And ever since then, I would randomly see bunnies. Like, whenever I would get that feeling of, like, I wanted to do something, like I get really depressed or sad, I would see a random bunny jumping. And it was so weird. I'm like, is that a guardian angel?
But that is
What
super
is that?
weird because, like, you obviously were having a conversation with him. He wouldn't
I had
have
a
just
full,
left.
I had a full conversation with him. We walked blocks back to my
And he
dorm.
wouldn't, like, somebody who just stopped somebody from committing something like that is not just going to disappear without saying bye.
Right. He didn't say bye or anything.
Or, you know what I mean? That is so
I'm saying
crazy.
thank you as I'm facing towards my dorm. I'm like, thank you. I'm not going to do anything. You know, thank you for walking me. I turned back to say thank you for walking me, and he was gone. So that's what kind of creeped me out with this investigation when it said bunny. And I was like, but I wasn't thinking anything.
Like it was him.
And another thing that's weird, too, is Gio in the womb, because of the way that the umbilical cord was, he looked like a bunny. You see that?
Oh, my God.
Isn't that creepy? Who knows? So Casper is kind of his theory,
Weird.
and I don't know how this would work, but his theory is it was Gio in the future trying to save me in the past.
Oh, I just got chills again.
Trying to save me in the past, saving his mother from killing herself, because then he wouldn't have existed.
I'm curious to know what Gio's going to look like.
I am too. So we'll see when he gets taller. He's going to be tall.
Have you done those things where you can kind of, the age progression, like...
Mm-mm.
photos.
Like
maybe,
the FBI?
Maybe you should have one done of Geo.
I
I'd
could
be
do that.
super curious.
But that's what he was saying. It's giving me chills again. But that's what he was saying is maybe it was him in the future.
And he's a bunny in the womb picture.
Yeah. I mean, what are the chances of that?
That's fucking weird.
It is. It is. So
Ooh.
we think it might have been him in the future coming back to save me or to stop me from doing it, because then he wouldn't have existed if I would have completed through with that. So sorry, that's a little heavy, but I had to give you that backstory to understand why when I heard that bunny, I was like, what's going on? So that was the first location. Wait for it. This is the second location. Second location, the first room I was in, I was sitting on the floor and I thought it was a spider. I don't know if it was, but all of a sudden I felt something like this across my chin. I was like,
Yeah.
of course, because I'm like,
No thanks.
hate spiders. So I stood up and I went full body, patting down just to make sure that I didn't have anything on me. But then all of a sudden it's kind of like, when you walk through a spider web, I kind of felt feeling it on my face. And so I'm like doing this the whole time. The rest of the time I was there, didn't feel anything, nothing. So we're kind of doing like a debrief in the gym. And this lady that I don't know, she was one of the people that came along because we were leading an investigation, was talking to me. She's like, oh, I can't wait to go through my footage because I saw, a black shadow figure over there. I was like, oh, I'm like, you did? She's like, yeah, on the wall. And it wasn't anyone's shadows because all the lights were off. And, I took a picture as soon as I saw it with my camera. And she described him. I was like, oh, what did it look like? She's like, it was this tall, skinny man, but it was all black with a top hat. I was like, the fuck you say? Yeah. I was like, I'm like, what did you say? And she's like, yeah, he was tall, skinny. I'm like, is this fucker following me? Yeah. What is the chances of that? What are the chances of that she described it that way with a top hat? And I don't know if that's
and skinny.
for shadow figures, for people. I don't know if that's a common thing for him to have a top hat. My sister had it happen. You had it happen. I saw it. I mean, is this common for a shadow figure to see?
I want to look that up.
I'm going to look it up.
Ooh.
Yeah, that
Wait,
creeped me out.
What night was this?
This is last night. When we were wrapping up, it was around probably 10:30-ish, 10:45. And I was like, when she said that, I was like, oh, I got to tell Megan. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious.
This top hat guy just fucking with us.
Yeah. Who knows? He's probably the one laughing. But yeah.
Shit.
So I had to tell you that because I was just like, I could not believe it when she described it. So when she said like tall, black figure or whatever, shadow figure, I'm like, yeah, like every other shadow figure. But then she's like, and he had a top hat. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, that guy's fucking with us.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That's insane.
But I'm like, was it just a separate incident that she saw, or is this fucker following me? I don't know. I mean, I just think it's weird that I saw it, my sister saw it, you saw it. Like, is this a common
When
thing?
did your sister see it?
I think hers was in college. I think it was their college, one of their apartments that they moved into on, I believe she said Western Avenue. And it was just like, I think they ended up moving. Like, I don't know if they broke their lease or they just ended up moving and was like, whatever. But that was when my brother-in-law was in med school and stuff, and they were just getting established. So that was the story I told you, like, in the beginning.
Yep.
But
God
yeah.
damn it.
Ooh. Yeah, so anyway, that was it.
Holy crap.
Yeah, lots of stuff. I mean, it's just, like I said, I have no idea if it's following me from home to home or if it's just because I'm sensitive, I'm picking up on places that I go.
And that bunny thing is weird too.
I see it all the time now. Whenever I'm sad or anything happens, like that's bad, and I'm just like in a really, really dark mood, I see one. Either we'll hop around outside or I'll be driving and I'll see one. It's so weird. It's the weirdest thing ever.
call Geo your little bunny.
I know. I do. And I actually got one of those swoop things that you can put the baby in and then like it ties around. I actually had Bunny engraved on it. And also, yeah, a family of bunnies actually live in our yard. They like sometimes hang out back behind that bush, and then I think they're in that piping too. So sometimes we'll throw bread and stuff out there, and we'll come back out and it's gone. I don't know if I still have the picture, but something attacked the shit out of the pumpkin we had out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you guys just put one out?
We had one out front, that geocard, when we went to that family pumpkin thing. I say pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. I don't know if I have it still.
That's funny. Maybe it was the bunnies. They're like, thanks for dinner.
It probably was. Oh,
Just kidding.
look at that.
Yeah.
Went to town on it.
Something really enjoyed itself.
And he came out and he's like, oh, my pumpkin.
My
I'm like, buddy, we've got a ton that we can still carve.
Aw.
But yeah. So that was it. That was my
That's crazy.
story.
Jeez.
Activity. I know. There's just so much going on. But guys, make sure you tune in to our next episode because it will be our Halloween episode.
Adult clapping.
Golf clapping.
What is it?
Golf clapping.
I thought it was this.
Is it? What is it? I thought that was like theater stuff.
Oh, maybe that's why Bill did it at the theater.
Yeah, that's like theater stuff.
Can I have the
Groovy,
wine?
man. Oh yeah.
I can't cheers on an empty glass. Hold on.
We have to wrap it up, but we'll see you in the next episode because it's a Halloween episode. You're going to love it. It's going to be full of fun surprises, and we got some tequila that we're going to be sampling. Yeah.
I'm really excited.
We always have to do,
I drank too much tequila last night, so this should be really fun.
well, we always have to do like some type of spirit liquor when we do these special editions, kind of like the steampunk one.
Yeah.
It will not be the Malort.
Not this time.
Although she said it's getting better, so maybe I'll try it this time. And possibly a special guest. I don't know. We'll see.
It's news to me too, guys.
We'll see. We'll see if we can work it out. I don't know.
All right. Nice.
We'll figure it out. But we will see you on the other
Other side, bitches.